Today on Karamo.
She thinks she can run all over me in my house. Ain't gonna happen.
It's a mother and daughter whose relationship is now in serious trouble.
No sex in my house.
So it's not my house.
My house, Lady Bug.
So
that's my house. That's my house.
Now she has a secret, and it will put this entire relationship in jeopardy. Plus, the DNA truth will be unlocked.
We're here because your mom couldn't decide who she wanted to.
Is he actually her father?
My guest Trisha says she was more than happy to let her adult daughter Renyse temporarily move back into her home. But 3 years later, they are a house divided. Take a look at what Peaches had to say.
my daughter Renyse moved in with me, and she's been a nightmare. I mean, a nightmare to deal with. She used to weigh 500 to 600 pounds, and she done lost a little weight, and she done lost her mind as well. Now she thinks she's all that. She thinks she can run all over me and do whatever she want to do in my house. Ain't gonna happen. I'm tired. I told Renyse when she moved in, the first thing I told her, you got a set of rules to abide by. 5 rules, that's all I had. She done broke every last one of them, so this is the last time that I'm gonna say this. If she don't show me no respect, and she keep on disrespecting me in my house, she got to head out now. Go, let the back door touch her.
Well, listen, we will meet Peaches shortly, but let's start with her daughter Renyse to get her side of the story. So everyone, please welcome Renyse to the show. Nice to meet you. Thanks for being here. So when your mother started saying stuff on that video, you was like, lies, lies, lies?
She lying. She didn't give me no rules. What rules?
So what do you think you did to make your mother so mad then?
Got fine. I'm fine. I lost weight. I got fine. I started living my life. I
Yes.
did what I wasn't doing when I used to live with her as a kid.
So you feel like she's jealous of that?
I feel like a little bit. Unfortunately now. No, now. She is my mama, but I do feel like it's a little jealousy because I'm getting a little...
Attention,
Well,
fine.
you know,
Okay,
I'm
so
fine,
how much
you know.
weight you lost? Because you look great.
I lost like, I feel like it's about 350. Last time I weighed myself was like 350 pounds. Oh yeah. Let's see.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
I'll be
ma'am.
mad too if I look this good after that. Okay,
Yes,
I'll be
ma'am.
mad too, okay?
But I see now what you're saying. You look like you're enjoying life. Like you're finding now the joy that maybe you didn't have before.
Exactly.
And I love that for you. So how did you end up then moving back in with your mom?
She begged me to come.
She begged you to come.
I was at home. Yes.
Okay.
Renyse, come to Georgia. We can move in together. It's not gonna be like it was when you was a kid. You grown now. You know, I know you like to live your life. Just come. Mama, are you sure? Like I can come because you know how I get down. Like
Yeah.
No, it don't matter. Just come. You can be here. Whatever you want. It's our house. We're gonna do it together. We can have fun.
And none of that?
None of that.
So what was the agreement then you made when you moved in? What was the agreement then?
It was supposed to just be like, we lived together, like, I don't want to say roommate, but kind of roommate.
But
like,
very
we
roommate,
homegirl,
like, as long as we equally pay bills, I can do what I want, you do what you
have your people
want.
here, I have my people here, we chill together. This is our house. It ain't like, mama, can I have such and such over? Can they ask their mama to spend the night? Because, no, I'm 28, not 8. You know?
Got it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she said in that video that you've broken all the rules. What rules have you broken?
What rules are there to break? I didn't know we had rules. I'm
So she's
grown.
never told you any rules?
No, what did she said 5 rules.
She did.
So I broke 5. I don't even know. What's rule number 1? I didn't even know.
So
She probably made them up when she got mad. She probably made that up.
Oh, then she
That
made
sound
up
like
the
some
rules.
made-up
Got it.
rules.
Okay,
Oh.
then. So, but you say that you think that it's okay to bring men back into the house to sleep with.
Yes. Where else we supposed to go? Outside?
In her mind, just because you're her daughter, you shouldn't be having sex in the house. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what's the thought?
I think in her mind, she just might be a little jealous because she hears some sounds.
Got it.
That she not making no more. The same sound she made when she made me 28 years ago is the sound she probably heard. Clock that T. But she ain't making them no more, so, you know, she ain't got no emotion in that bed. I got emotion over here.
Got it.
So it ain't rocking. So I feel like she just in her feelings, you know?
Got it,
She need to
okay.
get felt
Okay.
up, something like that.
Okay. So what kind of relationship did you and your mother have before you moved in? Was it good?
Good. We
Was it
talk
healthy?
every day. Like I said, I was 3 states over, so it's like we talk on the phone. That's my own girl. We talk every day like best friends. Like we were supposed to I told you we had plans. We were supposed to be hanging out, going out, doing what we want to do, living our best life. But now all we do, it's like more arguments now that we live together than when we have fun. We can talk about everything. You know, like I'm her only child, so I could tell her whatever. We can have all these talks. And it's cool, but now it's just, everything a little, it's always a little,
A little tension.
Yeah, like.
Now, you said your mom said if you move in, it wouldn't be like this when you were younger. What does she mean by that?
Like I could have my freedom, you know.
Because when she was younger, I'm assuming she was strict?
Yeah, of course. I couldn't have people over. You know, you got rules. Can't be on the phone. Can't be out too late. Can't do, you know, a parent. She was a great mother. So whatever parent rules, teenage rules. You know, when you a teenager, you can go over your friend's house, but you got a curfew. I don't have that at 28. At 28, I can come in the house when I want to come in the house, as long as I'm not disrespecting you.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm good over here.
But my producer said she's threatened to kick you out the house.
She has, but she ain't gonna. Where I'm gonna
But
go?
do y'all pay equal bills?
Yeah.
So how's she kicking you out of your own house? Do you think she's just overreacting? I'm confused by this.
She's dramatic. I think she just playing. I think she just want to hear. I don't know.
Got it.
I want to see her put me out. She gonna have to move me. She gonna have to physically move me up out of there.
All right, then, well, let's meet your mom. Please welcome Peach to the show so we can get her side of the story. How you doing? You look great. You look great. You look great. Nice to meet you.
How are
Let me give
you?
you a
It's
hug.
nice to meet you.
I can't lie, I do love an outfit and a walkout.
Oh,
so
my
I can't lie, I love it. You look cute. Both of y'all.
Thank you.
So what do you have to say about what you just heard? Because I heard
She's lying. She's
Okay.
lying. She's lying.
No,
She
no,
don't
no.
pay half for nothing.
Oh.
First of all, let's get that clear. She don't pay half for nothing in my house, honey. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So she don't have no say in my house. So love her, but you don't pay half. Excuse me.
No, it's
you
okay.
don't pay half for nothing. Like
You right, she right. I didn't pay half this month. I paid the whole. So get it right. Let's talk about it. Clock that T, Ladybug, the last 2 months.
Coming up, Renyse, you damaged her sofa from sex.
What did you say?
What? She ain't know.
She know now?
Did you have sex in my house on my couch?
My guest Peaches says she was more than happy to let her adult daughter Renyse temporarily move back into her home. But 3 years later, they are a house divided.
If she keep on disrespecting me in my house, she got to head out.
So how did you end up then moving back in with your mom?
She begged me to come.
Do y'all pay equal bills?
Yeah. I want to see her put me out. She gonna have to move me.
But you don't pay half. Like
You right, she right. I didn't pay half this month. I paid the whole. Clock that T.
Oh, well, you know what?
Yeah,
you know,
So is that true? She paid?
Let's wheel it on back. Let's wheel it on back now. Hold on.
Okay, okay,
Because the peaches
okay.
out here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
She don't pay half for nothing. She pay rent.
Okay.
Okay.
And this past month, did she pay the full?
Now, let's get that clear.
Yes or
Okay.
no?
Only because had a heart attack.
Yes or no?
I understand.
Had a heart attack.
Okay.
And I needed some help. So she did come through. I did forget that.
Yeah.
Because it's only one time.
Got it.
It's
So
always
but it's
one time.
okay. But she did come through for me, and I appreciate that. I even bought her a nice little card and everything and told her thank you.
Yes,
but
of
for that,
course.
she really did.
Yeah.
She came through about $800.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Woo, baby boy.
So what were the house rules that you expected Renyse to follow?
I don't want her having sex in my house.
No sex in the house.
I don't want her drinking a lot of alcohol in my house.
No alcohol.
I don't want her being disrespectful in my house.
No disrespect.
I don't want her destroying things in my house.
No disrespect, no throwing things. Okay.
As
No
a matter
sex,
of
no
fact, this right
destroying
here.
stuff.
Look at here. Look at God.
Ladybug.
The drinking
Wait,
got
look.
to stop. And I'm going to tell you why the drinking got to
Wait,
stop.
look.
The drinking's got to stop because this one right here woke me up at 5 o'clock in the morning and told me she lost a cell phone and I got to be at work at 7 o'clock in the
I
morning.
ain't asked you to get up. I
since
just
she
needed
did
your
that,
GPS, girl.
that's disrespectful. No men in my house. No sex in my house and no destroying my stuff. And I mean that.
Yeah.
I mean that.
But don't you drink alcohol?
I'm grown.
I'm grown too. But
I'm
don't
grown,
you
but
drink?
that's my house.
Okay, so it's
That's
not my house.
my house, Ladybug.
So, but it's my house too.
No, you live with me.
I don't live with you. We live together.
Your name ain't on my lease.
Why it's not on the lease?
Because that's my house.
Why?
Well,
That's my house.
So how did I get to Georgia?
That's
Tell
my
these people
house.
how I got to Georgia.
That's my house, Ladybug.
It's not house too. It's not house too.
Get down, sit down. Ain't
That's
right,
my house too.
ain't
It's my house too.
That's what I'm
Stop telling
saying.
these folks that.
I don't understand.
It
Do
is
you see,
not.
Karamo, this is why I wrote the show, because this is
What's
what I
wrong
go
with her?
through
I got
every
it. I
day.
see it. I see it.
am
I see
stressed
it.
out.
I
You
see
hear
it.
me?
So
Stressed out.
So she's broken every one of those rules in your
Man, let
opinion.
me tell you the
She
one.
broke 'em
You want me to tell you
too.
the one rule she wrote that messed me up?
Yeah.
It's gone off the thing. Lord have
Which one?
mercy.
Which one is it? Which one is the rule?
Now I got to get up early in the morning because I go to work.
I heard that waking up you at 5 a.m.?
Mama,
No,
please.
I gotta be at work at 5
Five-
a.m.
I mean-
so I'm up
Please.
earlier than that.
Don't tell these folks that.
This girl, when I said no men in my house, I meant no men in my house.
Uh-huh.
So I got my room on the other side of the room, on the house, hers on the other side.
Yeah.
I go to her door, because I heard something. I'll give you respect, and I knocked on the door.
Yeah.
Oh, but when I heard a noise, it was illegal. I said, what the hell is going on over there?
She
Because it
lying.
didn't seem like
Please
she was
don't
having no
entertain her.
fun.
Don't
She
entertain
wasn't
her.
having no
Don't entertain
fun
her.
What was
because
it?
it was illegal. I don't know what it was, but it was like, I was ready to bust that damn door open. Like, what is going on with my daughter? Like, what is that? Because that ain't fun to me.
Well, what were
That
you
ain't-
doing?
Well, I won't know too.
I was probably saying,
That's why she gotta go. Because see, when she wasn't
probably
do grown
was. I
stuff, so
could've
she
been.
gotta have her own place.
very grown.
Cause see, she can't do grown business in my house. At the end of the day, I love her, we cool, but I'm mama.
but do you
Yeah.
do grown
and you
business?
gonna respect me as your mother.
Do you do grown
At the
business?
end of the day, you gonna respect me as your mother.
I got a question.
Besides the house rule, those rules, was there any other agreements y'all made?
As far as like paying the rent,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Well, when my lease got up, my lease was up I renewed my lease in March. Renyse was only paying $250, y'all. That's it, $250. But I literally forgot that my rent went up too in March. So when my rent went up, her rent had to go up. But I didn't tell her until the next month. I said, Renyse, I'm gonna go here on the tag another $100 on because the rent then went up and I done got a new car. I need your help. I ain't paying that. You should have told me in March. I said, excuse me.
Why would you say that to your mother? If you say this is my house equally, why do you feel like you have the liberty to say, well, I'm not paying the increase in rent?
Right.
Well, she didn't want to put my name on the lease, so that's on her. That's how she wants it.
Got it. Peaches, you, Renyse also said before you got out here that you're jealous of her weight loss. Is that true?
What'd you say?
Hey, look, I look good.
That you're jealous of her weight loss.
Look good again.
She said what?
I look
That you're
good.
jealous of her weight loss.
Wait, but I know I came out of you, but I do look good.
She look good, don't she,
I look
y'all?
good.
She does
I think
look
she
great.
do. Hey,
She looks great.
I look good.
She looks great.
I look good.
I think she look real good. I think she did.
You look
I
great.
think she look good.
Both of y'all.
You
Mama,
do?
you too.
I do get it from my
But
mama.
jealous?
I get it from you. I get it from you a little bit.
I don't know where that come
I
from,
get
but
it from you a
okay.
little bit.
Yeah.
I get it from
What type of relationship, mother-daughter relationship, did y'all have in your opinion before she moved?
We just really had a good relationship, but I knew something was going on with my daughter mentally. After her weight loss, I knew something because I would talk to her and she started changing.
Yeah.
And then she was in a relationship with somebody and I just knew something was wrong. But then when she went to go get counseling and they kind of confirmed what I was thinking, so when she didn't get the skin surgery, that broke her. It literally broke her soul. And I heard it over the phone. And at the time, she was staying with my mom. And she was really going through a lot mentally, and she didn't know that she was being a little bit mean. So I didn't want my parents to go through that mental anguish of what I knew she was getting ready to come through.
Yeah.
So I lied. I literally lied. She don't even know this. It's about to be the truth. I literally lied to her and said, Renyse, I'm lonely. I'm going through stuff. I need you down here.
Hearing this, what does it make you feel?
Honestly, it's just, my mama always been the type of, like I said, always been big, so she used to always do stuff to make me not feel like I was being talked about. So it kind of is up her alley to try to make me feel good in a way. And so I understand that it always starts and comes from a good place.
Why do you want Renyse out of your house?
Because she's 30 years old. It's time for her
I
to
ain't
go.
30. Don't
and
add
I
2
believe,
years
well,
to
you
me.
about to be 30 years old.
Get it right, I'm
and
28.
I'm ready to live my life too. I was
Yeah.
living it before
Live
she
it.
got down here, so I'm
Live
ready to
it.
get back and do me.
Live it.
I'm
Live
ready.
it. I'm
So
living.
she gotta go. I want to walk around my house naked.
You
I want
do
to do
that
things I
anyway.
want to do.
That's
I
what
want to
it is
have
for
my
you.
own man. I want to do things. So
You do
it's
that
just time for her to
anyway.
go.
Renyse Peaches says you've damaged her sofa or something like that?
I didn't damage it. See, what had happened was,
And this from sex, I'm assuming.
What did you say?
what?
So you broke the
Damn,
sofa
you
from
broke
sex.
the sofa?
From sex. It was sex?
Well, you know how sometimes
Renyse.
you just be chilling on the couch and stuff just might happen. But I did. She ain't know.
She know now?
Oh my God. Ladybug, did you have sex in my house on my couch?
Next.
You's a nasty ass little girl. You sit there and you do some nasty.
I get it from you.
No, you don't. Now that done pissed me off.
Here we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get ready for the drama, chaos, and jaw-dropping moments. Now, better than ever. Watch full episodes of Maury, Jerry Springer, The Steve Wilkos Show, and more.
I spank people, I tie them up.
Can't get enough? We've got you covered with full episodes, non-stop drama, and the wildest moments. Anytime, anywhere. It's time to get nosy. Download Nosy now on your phone or tablet. and start watching.
When I said no men in my house, I meant no men in my house. I go to her door. I heard a noise. I don't know what it was, but it was like, yeah, she can't do grown business in my house. Your name ain't on my lease.
Why it's not on the lease?
Because that's my house.
Why?
That's my house.
Trisha says you've damaged her sofa. And this from sex, I'm assuming.
Did you have sex in my house on my couch? Oh, no, the hell you...
I'm right in like that.
That's a lab right there.
What's wrong with that? What is the matter? You be fine.
Oh, you got to go get me some new furniture. You got to go. I promise on everything I love. You got to have me some new furniture, and I want my. It's about 3 bands, and you know what I want.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not playing.
It's okay. I rolled the couch right on out of here. I rolled the couch right on out of here.
She didn't step on my couch.
You did, probably.
You's a nasty ass little girl.
I don't know. You're nasty or
You
spontaneous.
sit there and you do some nasty.
Get it from my
You
mama.
really do.
I get it from you.
No, you don't.
Real straight from you.
That done pissed me off.
You be fine.
I ain't fine.
I'm gonna tell you this.
That done paid me mad.
The thing
I'm on
is,
10.
first of all, you both have.
I'm on 10.
You two have great personalities, and I see the love between you two. It is so clear. But one thing I also do see is I do believe that you have had a life where you've had a mother that has protected you, spoiled you to a degree. And I think that as you've gotten older, I think you don't appreciate it as much, and I think that you also do take advantage of it. Because when your mother just told you the reason why she brought you here, your response was very much on the lines of like, yeah, that makes sense. That's what she always does. That's what she's supposed to do. Versus, wow, Mom, you saw that I was struggling. You saw that I was about to be hurtful to myself or other people. And you also knew that maybe I was in a space to talk about it. So instead of forcing me to confront something that was uncomfortable, you just invited me in. And I thank you for that, and I appreciate that. None of that came out of your mouth. Your mouth, only thing came out of your mouth was just the idea of like, this is what she does, this is what she always did. And I think that is starting to bleed into your relationship, not just because you're living together, but period.
That's true.
I mean, even when she said they raised the rent and she said she covered it that 1 month, your response wasn't, thank you for covering that. The response was, well, I don't want to give you money for the next because you didn't tell me. She loves you and she appreciates it and she likes it. She wants to have fun with you. I just watched all this. Like, this was all, I want to come on this show and have fun with my daughter, but I also want her to know that there needs to be a change in our relationship.
Yes.
And that change is not with your mom, it's with you.
Yeah.
I receive that.
It's true when she says you're 30 and now it's time for you to get on your own. And it's not just moving out. It's also time for you to start seeing your mother for the woman who she is and what she's done for you. You want to say anything to your mother?
I love you, Ladybug. I don't want you to feel beat up on, and I want you to live your best life, okay?
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate that. I received that.
Now, when I leave, don't call me to come over every day, because I ain't coming over. Don't ask me for no passwords to Netflix. That was too good. Love you.
Listen, I got to say this. There's more growing for you and a lot less groaning for you, okay?
That's good. I like that. I like that.
Like that.
I like
But
that.
you made your commitment to your mother. Just wake up sometimes and say thank you, Mom. And watch y'all's relationship blossom even more. Because she deserves that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you so
welcome.
much.
Thank you
I
for
really
being here.
appreciate
Y'all
that.
two have the best personalities ever.
Thank you so
Y'all
much.
both
Thank you.
fly. All right, listen. Y'all gonna be all right. All right, everyone, listen. Stay with us, friends. We'll be right back with more. Coming up, Horace believed Jayde was his daughter, but recently it was revealed that her father may actually be another man. We're solving this 23-year-old DNA mystery. What was Horace's reaction when you told him?
He said, if it turns out you're not mine, I'm probably gonna go to jail because I'll kill your mother.
For 23 years, Horace believed Jayde was his daughter, but recently it was revealed that her father may actually be another man. We're solving this 23-year-old DNA mystery. So let's hear what Horace had to say before the show.
I feel like I've been lied to for 23 years. When Jayde's mother got pregnant, she told me the baby was mine. I was an active parent Jayde's entire life. And then, just last year, I'm finding out, talking to my daughter, or who I think is my daughter, I'm like, I would have been there when you was born. She's like, nah, he was there. He who? It's the fun part. I find out Jayde's mother had been with another man while she was with me. He was at Jayde's birth. He celebrated birthdays and holidays with her on different days. He got to see her on the actual birthday I got. Like, her birthday's May 23rd. So it's like I would have the 15th, but he's got the 23rd. It's like I was part-timing another man's daughter. I spent a lot of money on Jayde, so if it turns out that she's not mine, I'm gonna be pissed. I can't even think of everything I bought her. Money-wise, it's been over 60 grand. Well over. I told Jayde that, if it turns out that I'm not her dad, I definitely have to walk away because I feel like she's had the best of both worlds, because if I don't get it, he does. If he don't get it, I do. Some mother's fault I'm in this position and I need answers.
All right, we'll talk to Horace shortly, but let's start with Jayde's side of the story. So everyone, please welcome Jayde to the show. So as we were both hearing what he was saying in that video, you were nodding your head the entire time. So how do you feel about what he said?
I feel like he didn't tell the whole truth.
Okay, what was the truth?
He was in and out of my life as he pleased. He really didn't want anything to do with me until after I was over 18.
Okay.
He's gotten me one birthday present, and it was a present my mother told him not to buy me.
Got it.
Which was a cell phone.
So he never gave any birthday gifts other than that one? He was in and out of your life?
My mom was mom and dad.
Got it.
Christmas. And she would always give me presents from him because she didn't want me to feel like he didn't care.
Okay, because I was going to ask you.
But she never once threw him under the bus.
Never once. Because I was going to ask you, how was Horace as a father, but it sounds like he wasn't that good to you.
No.
Not at all. Was he there for you emotionally at all?
Sometimes. A lot of things have happened where he doesn't believe me in what I say, and that's not okay.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I'm your daughter. You're supposed to stand by my side, be my hero, be my whatever,
And you mean you would tell him stuff that were happening to you that was going on in your life, you needed support,
right.
And he wouldn't believe you?
Right.
Got it. So what happened when you visited Horace at 14?
Me and his wife got into a little scramble, and he kicked me out at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, not on the safest part of Rochester. And finally at midnight, my mom came and got me, but before they came and got me, my brother had snuck me out a portable phone charger. He had went somewhere, and he pulled back in and saw the light from the portable phone charger and took it, and then continued to throw all my stuff in the road.
And how old were you at that point?
I was 14.
14 years old. 14 years old. I'm so sorry that happened to you. How did you first learn that Horace might not be your father?
Me and my mom were having a heart-to-heart, and she was like, honestly, I was with the other man way before, like for way longer, and then he told me he was leaving to go pursue college, and that's when I met your father.
So you've known about this other guy for years?
About 2 years.
2
but
years.
He's always been involved in my life.
Always been involved in your
Always.
life. And when he was involved in your life, did you have any inclination? I know you just found directly 2 years ago, but those other times,
Not
it just
really.
seemed like,
I
would
mean,
you call him uncle or like
Nope.
that was a family friend?
Me and his kids grew up together. They were always at the house. We were like brother and sister anyways. He checks on me pretty much every day to see if I'm okay.
Still to this day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
And honestly, I feel like, not to be rude, but he has been there more than Horace has been.
Got it. So who did you know as your father growing up?
Horace. And
Okay.
I let him be in and out of my life as he pleased because I wanted that father figure.
Father figure, okay. What was Horace's reaction when you told him the news?
He was pissed, and he said, if it turns out you're not mine, I'm probably going to go to jail because I'll kill your mother.
He said, I'm going to kill your mother? Whether it's
Basically
figurative.
his words, yes.
So, yeah, whether you're joking or not, to tell that to the child is so damaging and hurtful, and I'm so sorry.
Well, there's times when I was little, and he would be in and out of my life, and he'd text my mom out of the blue. You can tell her she's dead to me. She's like, how am I going to tell an 8-year-old that her father says she's dead to him?
I'm so sorry. So has Horace treated you any differently since finding out he might not be your father?
Yeah, so he was supposed to buy me a TV for my new apartment, and now it's, oh, I'm not buying you anything until I know if you're mine or not.
Got it. So when was the last time you've seen Horace?
2 to 3 months ago.
2-3 months ago. Okay. And do you feel like your relationship is really estranged right now?
He's been more in contact with me since I turned 18, since I've been over 18. But anytime before that, I don't really remember him being there.
Because how old are you?
I'm 22.
22. Okay.
Said 23. I'm not even 23. I'm 22.
22. Got it. I think it's time to hear what Horace has to say about all of this. So please welcome Horace to the show. How you doing, Horace?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good. Nice to meet you. How do you feel about what was just said?
Which part do you want me to call?
Coming up,
Why are we here?
Because you wanted to find out.
We're here because your mom couldn't decide who she wanted to.
Before we get to the results, take a look at a message that Jayde's mother, Tanya, sent you.
Horace.
In this envelope, is the DNA true, Jay? For 23 years, Horace believed Jayde was his daughter, but recently it was revealed that her father may actually be another man.
He was in and out of my life as he pleased. He really didn't want anything to do with me until after I was over 18.
Okay. How do you feel about what was just said?
Which part do you want me to call?
Any part you feel like is BS?
I think the only thing that she got right next to my name was the fact that she asked me for a TV. And I did take her other sister shopping. And I did say, you know, I kind of want to fall back because I don't know if she's mine or not, because I don't want to spend money on another man's child.
How do you feel you've been as a father?
I've been great. Compared to her mother?
My mother was my mom and my dad for 18 years.
Why are we here?
Because you wanted to find out, and I wanted
to find out
as well.
what? If who's your father. So we're here because your mom couldn't decide who she wanted to.
That is not true. You are not to talk to my mother.
No. Let's call it what it is. We 100% sure know that's your mother. We 100% know that's your mom. There's no denying that.
Okay.
Tell me what your father's name is. Okay, then. So we're not here because of anything I may have did or not did 21 some odd years ago. Okay?
But my question is, from your opinion, how do you feel like you were a father? Yes, we understand that because of the mother's decision. I agree with you. You are here because of this. And neither you nor you deserve not to have that clarity. But for the most of her life, you were under the impression that you were the only man, that you were the father. So what I'm trying to get context is, those years when you knew you were the father, when you believed you were the father, do you believe that you were in her life and that you supported her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was there when I was called upon, and then if she got mad, if your mother got mad, it was, well, she's XYZ's anyway.
No.
How old were you to say no? How old were you? You were like a baby, so you can't say I didn't hear that. Of course, you wouldn't know if you did.
You knew back then. Why didn't you get it done when I was born?
Because and there's a very good reason for that. Because I was not on your birth certificate, so I couldn't take your mother to court, not legally being your father.
No. What was your reaction when you found out you may not be Jayde's father?
I was livid, but there are certain instances in the past that didn't add up to me. But then when the other person came into play, it's like all those dots started to connect.
Got it. So all this started making sense. How many kids do you have total?
Biologically?
Biologically.
6.
You have 6 kids biologically. Okay.
So what happened when my mom had to find plans when I was only 8 years old and you put me on the curb on the south side because your wife didn't want me in the house?
First off, anytime at that time my wife said anything to you and I didn't like, she got checked.
Do you feel protected?
But you checked me when she told you what she told you in Rochester and kicked me out at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
I remember the Rochester one very well because you flipped out and I was trying to get calmer heads in the whole house
and you walked out, and I said, fine, you want to go, go. I'm not going to deal with it.
That's not what happened, but okay.
Please
you
tell
can ask
me.
my brothers. They'll tell you the same thing. They snuck me out a portable phone charger, and when you got home, you took it from me and threw it on my road.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
You got
You threw everything in the road.
Wow.
And I took a picture and sent it to my mother of all my stuff in the road.
My whole thing is, where the is this coming from?
Do you talk to all your kids this way?
The ones that are disrespectful.
I have a reason to be disrespectful.
Well, we have some texts you sent Jayde's mother, Tanya, over the weekend. Can I see the text? Okay, years you hid your biggest secret, and I guarantee the world will know what type of person you are, you piece of. So you're angry at her because of what has happened here. Were you angry before this?
I've been angry. She knows this. We've had this conversation.
Yeah.
22 years. I'm like, I have to know.
Yeah.
I said, and I told her, I said, regardless, I said, I'm going to love you.
Yeah.
I said, but if you're not mine, I got to think, was that little girl my daughter or somebody else's kid hugging me?
Yeah. I understand now. There's a lot I'm getting. Okay, well, it looks like we have a ping, and my producer told me it's from Jayde's grandmother, Elise.
Yeah.
What did she say?
Oh, this needs to be good.
Coming up.
This is Elise, Jayde's grandmother, Horace. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but...
In this envelope, is the DNA true, Jayde?
No matter what's in here, I'll be okay either way.
Here we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get ready for the drama, chaos, and jaw-dropping moments. Now, better than ever. Watch full episodes of Maury, Jerry Springer, The Steve Wilkos Show, and more.
I spank people, I tie them up.
Can't get enough? We've got you covered with full episodes, non-stop drama, and the wildest moments. Anytime, anywhere. It's time to get nosy. Download Nosy now on your phone or tablet and start watching.
Why are we here?
Because you wanted to find out, and I wanted
Want
to find out as well.
what? If who's your father? So we're here because your mom couldn't decide who she wanted.
That is not true. You are not to talk to my mother.
No.
Okay, well, it looks like we have a ping from Jayde's grandmother, Elise. What did she say?
Oh, this needs to be good.
This is Elise, Jayde's grandmother on her mother's side. Horace has never been a part of Jayde's life. We've all taken care of Jayde and loved her without proving she was ours or not. It doesn't matter if he's her father or if he isn't, because he's never paid a nickel or anything for her except make promises he never kept. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news for Horace, but SD doesn't stand for super dad. It only stands for sperm donor.
Spoken like a true female narcissist. Spoken like a true one. And I commend her mom for even
You
her
would
grandma.
know that, wouldn't you?
What? About
Narcissist?
narcissism? Yeah, because I've read up on it a lot in females. I dated one. That was your mom. Whoops. So she feels that I've never done anything for her.
Yeah.
So
Well, speaking of that, because she said that you got a settlement and that you took her sister out, why didn't you spend any money on Jayde?
Because, and she knows why. She can act like she don't know why.
But you told me prior when you were getting the settlement, you were taking all of us shopping.
All of my kids.
And I was included in that. Because you said it was going to be us girls, and then you were going to take the boys.
This is also, I did say that. But.
Because you don't believe she's your kid.
It's not, it's the doubt. It's like I said, I don't want to, because like, she knows I don't really give a lot about money. Because if I got it, they got it.
Yeah.
If I can't get it, I will get it. You know? So when it comes to that, I didn't care about spending that money on them. But at the same time, if you're mine, I'm going to give you that world. I'm going to, like, here,
Well,
I don't care.
I got to say this, because I don't believe your language is proper, the way you talk to your daughter. I don't believe your relationship is, or potential daughter, I don't believe that's healthy. But hold on, let me say this. But I do understand your doubt for years. Because from what you're telling me and what it sounds like you told me a little bit is that your mother has said consistently and over again in bouts of controlling you or using you as manipulation, said she's yours, then the next minute you're not. It sounds like you've had that over and over again throughout your life. Am I correct?
Yeah.
again, I don't excuse language or behavior, because as the adult, you could have immediately found the answer, so that way you could have had the healthy relationship you want. So I get that. But hold on, because I'm a very fair person. I see all sides. But in the same essence, I do get, if someone is telling me that every single day, I'd have been like, okay, I can't do nothing with this no more. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. And so I think because of that, a lot of the anger and hatred and the way you communicate with her has went on to your daughter or potential daughter. I think a lot of that has went over here, and I think that's where it gets unhealthy for me. Well, before we get to the results, Horace, I want you to take a look at a message that Jayde's mother, Tanya, sent you.
Horace, you've never once stepped up for your daughter. You're telling people you've spent over $60,000 on her? I've never seen $1, and you've spent not 1 cent on this child. You used to pay her to give you a hug and then ask for the money back. Horace, you've done more damage than you could ever even realize that you've done to my daughter. You need to stop lying and man up.
But let's back up just one small second. Because at the end of the day, what that got to do with her mother sleeping with 2 men?
Well, what I think
It was based.
What I think. Hold on. Well, because what I say this is that what I do think is true in that statement, again, is that as much as I can acknowledge you going back and forth and not having clarity, what she's saying to you is regarding the damage of this young woman is that if you weren't clear, then that's where you should have said, let me find out.
I asked for a paternity test when she was 8 months old. So then, I asked for another one when she was 2.
There's different pieces to all of this. And I'm acknowledging that you should have gotten those answers clear. But also I can acknowledge that if you didn't get them, you could have gotten them yourself. But what I'm happy about is that you've come to my show today and that you'll get that DNA truth. In this envelope is the DNA truth, Jayde. This is not my truth to open. This is yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just want to take a minute and say that no matter what's in here, I'll be okay either way. I'm not ready to open it, sorry.
Next, we spent 22 years it being about y'all two. This moment is for her.
Horace.
So you now know the truth.
This is Elise, Jayde's grandmother on her mother's side. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news for Horace, but SD doesn't stand for super dad. It only stands for sperm donor.
Well, before we get to the results, Horace, I want you to take a look at a message that Jayde's mother, Tanya, sent you.
Horace, you've never once stepped up. You need to stop lying and man up.
In this envelope is the DNA truth, Jayde.
Horace is your biological father.
So you now know the truth. This is your biological daughter.
No, I can just...
Yeah, it's setting in now. Yeah. Because the pain of not knowing the truth have never been projected onto your daughter. And that's what happened.
It was never projected onto her.
I get it. I'm telling you from just an outside perspective.
I understand that, but everybody looks at me like I'm the villain, but no one
understands
that I was the hero that got turned into the villain.
I want to clear something with you. I don't think you're a villain, and I don't think her mother was a villain. But I do believe there was a child that got caught in between adults that should have made better choices. We spent 22 years it being about y'all two. This moment is for her. Anything you want to say to your daughter?
What you want to do after this?
I'm going home.
Me too. No, it's like, just come here. Stop playing.
Don't mess up my hair, please.
Yeah, she's mine. She just said don't mess up her hair. You know.
No,
it's not like me and her. It's like,
I know.
This whole situation is why she's the way she is.
I get it.
And I get that. But like, I want her to know I love her, and she knows.
But that's not what I said. I was trying to help you to see what it is that 22 years of a relationship that has been confusing has caused her to be hurt. And all I'm asking you to do is apologize to her for that.
I understand that, but...
If you understand it, then just give her the apology she deserves.
I can't.
Well then what I do is I'm glad that you have your answers. And I hope that you get to a place where you can do that, because that will be the most important step in the growth of your relationship and the healing of you. Okay? So I wish you the best, but I'm glad you got your answers.
Thanks.
I really am. Good luck, all right? All right. Just give your children what they need so they can heal. Seriously. It's not fair, and I don't understand why parents don't get that. If you bring children in this world and you make a mistake, just do what you gotta do to help them to heal. No? And you over here still making jokes. She don't need your jokes right now. Your little girl's crying. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest.